Hey guys, it is Jaime Pfeffer back with you again for another Pick a Card reading. And in today's Pick a Card, we are looking at what is going to be going on for you in the month of May. What do you have to look forward to, and what spirit animal is going to be there helping you? If you are interested in finding out all of this stuff and a little bit more, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this video. I am back, and thank you for your patience, and thank you to everyone who's complimented me on my new intro. I am very excited, and it was just a little fun creative project that I did over the weekend. All right, so if you are new to Pick a Card readings, this is how it works. As you can see, you've got 3 stacks of cards in front of you, along with 3 crystals on top of each card. So what you want to do is decide whether Stack A is speaking to you, or is it pile B, or is it C over here on the right? Take your time, and it is totally okay to pick more than one stack. That's completely fine. And once you do have your stack, you can go down below in the description box, which is located below the video, and you will find the timestamps. That way, if you've chosen stack B or C, you don't have to wait around and watch stack A. Although there are many people that tell me that they watch my readings all the way through. So do whatever works best for you, okay? And real quick, before I do jump into the A, B, and C readings, I want to thank you for being here. And if you haven't yet, please go down below and click on the red subscribe button. And also the wiggly bell right next to it. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you are the kind of person that receives signs and symbols, or likes to get synchronicities, or wants to open their energy up to the universe to be guided, to welcome in higher guiding forces, subscribing to this channel is a great way to do that. Why? Because I am a channeler for higher vibration forces, and it is part of my life purpose to channel for people like yourselves and to uplift the vibration of humanity. Alrighty, so with that, I will let you go, and I will see you on the other side. Bye. Okay, welcome. If you chose stack A, I am very excited for you to be here, and I am wishing you blessings for a wonderful, fantastic, amazing month of May. First, we're going to begin by jumping in and looking at your crystal. So you chose this lovely piece of tumbled citrine. And you may have noticed that there was another piece of citrine in this reading, but it was a raw piece. This is a tumbled. So the first thing that I got right away with the fact that this was a tumbled piece is that you like things to be smooth. You would like to see a smooth May for you, particularly in the area of, I'm going to say, emotions, feelings, your manifestations, and the type of energy that is in your life, and a sunny energy, okay? And that is what citrine really represents. It represents power, to tell you the truth. There is power, and it corresponds with the solar plexus chakra, which is right in the middle of your stomach area where your belly button is, okay? Solar plexus, and it is known for helping us really tap into our power, whether that's psychic power, confidence, optimism, or the like. You may be going to a sunnier location, and you may be bringing sunnier energies into your life in the month of May. You may also be bringing greater abundance or money, because citrine is a stone of prosperity. So I will leave a link below if you're interested in getting yourself a piece of citrine. I really also now just noticed, I love how this piece almost looks like it's like half and half. Like this part looks like pretty white and like clear quartz, and this over here is yellow. So clear quartz actually would amplify anything that it touches, okay? So I'm going to say that you're going to have double the prosperous blessings for the month of May. Let's see what else you get. Also, if you are interested, just because you see it, it's kind of difficult not to see it, but this is a piece of Celestite. It's a stunning piece, if you ask me. I absolutely love it. All right, so I chose to go with flowers. May reminds me of flowers a lot. You know, a lot of flowers are blooming, so you may really like flowers. Flowers and May also reminds me a lot of Mother's Day. So your mom may be on your mind, or you may be missing it. Let's see what we've got. These are from the Flower Petals Blossoming Guidance from the Garden, and I specifically chose this deck because this is a reading for the month of May. All right, so your first card is the Poppy. Remember who you wanted to be. Ooh, wow, okay. So if you are feeling down or low, or like you haven't amounted to enough or anything like that, this is reminding you that you can get motivated by remembering who you wanted to be. I also feel like I need to bring up the poppy because it is associated with remembrance. And I believe that was about people who died. And I believe it was in the United Kingdom. And I'm so sorry that I don't know more about this. If there is anybody out there who is from Britain and would like to comment on this below, I would love to hear what you have to say. I just know that there is something related to the poppy. I want to say that it has to do with people that were lost in a war, but I'm not totally sure. I really feel like that's what it is though. So this kind of felt like a somber energy, like a heavier energy. So if you are missing someone who's passed, just know that they are still in your life and they care about you deeply, okay? And that they are okay. So we've got that. Let's see what else comes up for us. Ooh, okay, this is a lot lighter. So your next card is the peony. Peonies are so absolutely beautiful. They're one of my favorite flowers. This says prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow. Okay, so if you're thinking about tomorrow, you don't want to get too caught up in tomorrow, but you know, of course, you can assure your prosperity because you can do things like save today, right? You can do things like prepare for tomorrow. So far in May, you are being told to remember who you wanted to be, okay? If you're feeling down in the dumps, especially I'm hearing with that will help motivate you to get things moving again, to get things flowing, and also to know that your deceased loved one or loved ones are around you. And with the peony, this is a really soft pink and dark pink, okay? So higher heart chakra flower. Let's see what else we have for you for the month of May. And the next cards are going to be pulled from the Chakra Love Raise Your Crystal Vibrations deck by Katie Manickshaw. So let's see what you've got. Okay, security, that feels good. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. And this is about the root chakra. So we've got some red coming in here too with the poppy. There feels like a sadness going on with this card. So if you are feeling deeply sad, it can really help you to ground yourself. And you're being guided to ground yourself with nature. The stone associated with this card is also an amazing grounding stone, and that is garnet. And let's look at your next card. Awesome. Okay, signs. And that's what I was talking about over here a little bit. So your next card is the third eye chakra. So in the month of May, you're going to want to work with your third eye chakra and know that there are signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. So if you're feeling unmotivated or sad or depressed or anxious or just like things aren't going very well for you, know that there will always be signs to guide you upon your path, okay? A lot of different energies going on here. Let's find out. Okay, so this is really going to tie it all in for us, and this is the caribou, and I'm so happy to hear this because the caribou reminds me of Christmas, and Christmas is red, right? One part of Christmas is red and green. And so the caribou is signifying spiritual journey, endurance, and duality, okay? So I feel like that's really tied this very, very nicely up for us with a nice little bow. Also, I forgot to mention the crystal associated with this card is Lepidolite, and Lepidolite is a very, very calming crystal. I also like how we've got this color, like this dark blue in here, and then we've also got it in this card over here, okay? So the caribou is coming in to bring you some stability, some safety, some protection. It's a real strong masculine energy, as you can see here. It's the reindeer. And so it's also talking to you about magical things, right? So, and like this is this duality, right? This is the light and the dark. and the light and the shadow, okay? The sun and the moon. So we can't have one without the other. And so you may be somebody who typically is in a really high vibration, and maybe you've just been feeling kind of down recently. What you're being told is that you're on a spiritual journey that requires endurance, okay? And you're dealing with duality. Let's find out what the caribou has to say to us about that. Nice. Spirit of caribou, though I may face arduous times, remind me of my endurance to see this journey to the end. Okay, so now it's all really kind of like, whoops, it's all coming together for me. So you're in this darker place, and I'm guessing that's whenever you're catching this reading. This doesn't mean that the entire month of May is going to be this dark time for you, okay? So if you are in this darker place, what you can do is definitely ground yourself, okay? When we get in these darker places, we can really be in the headspace of nothing's working out for me, right? And our thoughts have already manifested in our reality or in our physical body, and we feel down, okay? Keep your eyes open for signs, for sure, and ground yourself with these two. And then know that prosperity can be assured for you, okay? And then the citrine is really going to help you shift your vibration from this lower, darker energy of pain, suffering, and loss into a more optimistic and sunny disposition where prosperity is possible, okay? Speaking of, Celestite is a wonderful crystal to use for calming, for soothing, and for connecting to higher realms, including the angelic realm, okay? So what I'd like to say to you before we go is that everything will be okay, even if it is not at this moment in time, okay? Hang in there. You are on a spiritual journey. You do have the power to get through this, and you can call on the caribou to help you with that, okay? And just be really gentle and kind to yourself and go one step at a time, okay? I hope that you have a fantastic month ahead, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey Stack B, I am so grateful to have you here for this reading and very excited to do it for you. Okay, so you picked the odd man out, I'll say, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You picked this red goldstone. It's actually a die, so you can tell it's got like, there's a really good view. So there's the 3, there's the 2, there's the 6. And so I have these, it's like one of these chakra die. So I'm going to roll this. Okay, the 4. So 4s really represent stable foundations, and I'm hearing prosperity. So security, safety, all that kind of stuff, okay? So if you're thinking about rolling the dice on something in May, just know that it is going to be secure and safe. So we have that. Also, red goldstone. Red goldstone is a man-made, so it's synthetic crystal, but it's amazing. You can see it's got these little things of glitter in it, okay? And so it works with the root chakra because it's red, but it's like a deep clay red almost if you look at it from here. But it's got these orange sparkles in it. So to me, that speaks about manifesting. So if you are trying to manifest something, particularly if it's a house, keep going, keep visioning, do your affirmations, do the things you need, do a vision board, because you are definitely on your way to creating this reality for yourself, okay? If you are interested in getting red goldstone, I will put a link for pieces of that for you below, okay? All right, so we're starting off your reading with the flower petals deck, and that's because it says blossoming guidance from the garden. I will have links to all of the products and everything that I include in these readings will be down below in the description box if you are interested, okay? I chose to go with flowers because flowers remind me of the month of May. So let's find out what the flower has to say for you. Okay, lilac. The future is sometimes lost in the wanderings of yesterday. Okay, so if you are spending a lot of time in the past, or if you are thinking about things that may have happened in the past, you could be losing the future. You are losing out on the future. You are also losing out on the present moment, okay? Lilac, it has a special significance to me. It is a sign that I receive from my deceased great aunt. So I thought about that right away. And I also want to say that Stack A also had deceased loved ones come up. So you may want to check that out. It was a bit of a heavier reading though, or heavier energy at least for this moment in time, okay? Remember, anytime you see these readings, the energies can shift. This is just a snapshot for this present moment in time, okay? You are not bound by anything that I say in a reading. I also want to say that to you. So take what you like and leave the rest. This talks to me about perhaps some kind of grief that you are experiencing at this time, okay? All right, let's find out what else. Great. This is very similar to Stack A. They also had something about grounding. So your second card is about the root chakra, and it's red jasper. We don't have red jasper, but we have red goldstone, and it looks a lot like red jasper, okay? You can definitely use this for grounding. This says, sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. That is beautiful. So a grounding meditation or practice would be very good for you. I have a great grounding article on my blog, on my website, which is jaimepfeffer.com. You can search for that. I also have an amazing root chakra meditation. If you're interested in that, I will put a link below. If not, you can do a Google search on some things that you can do to ground your energy, because it feels like at this moment in time, you could be stuck in a heavier energy, but there is prosperity and there are new things that want to come through for you. And as I say that, the die now is on the 2. So this is about you co-creating with the universe, and it could also be about a new, or I want to say long lost love or lost love. So let's find out what else your chakra cards say. Wow, okay, calmness. And this is for the crown chakra. Having the crown chakra come out right now tells me that grounding, well, and especially when I read what this card says, which is to calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So grounding is perfect for that. That's a way that you can get out of your head, okay? So something, you've been thinking about something or obsessing or ruminating about something, and it's time to ground yourself, right? Don't feed the animal. The crystal associated with this is rainbow moonstone. So moonstone is associated with the moon often. So this could be something having to do with a family member. I'm feeling like a child, a parent, something like that. And you can use the red goldstone to help yourself ground. You can use red jasper, you can use the grounding technique that I talked about, okay? You can also imagine having air blowing into your crown chakra and sweeping all of the negative or dense energies out, okay? It's another thing you can do. So now we've got the 5, and 5s are about change, so that's beautiful. And last, the spirit animal that wants to help you this month is the hawk. And the crystal associated with that is petersite. The hawk's keywords are observation, awareness, and perception. When I see the hawk come up, it is always about a message that spirit is trying to get to you. So if there is someone in your life that you have hunches about that isn't doing well, this is particularly true if this person is an addict or an alcoholic or has some type of addictive behavior that they go in and out and in and out and in and out, and you're concerned that they're going back in. The signs are certainly pointing that way at this point. And like with the lilac, I'm feeling like for at least some of you, this could be about you blaming yourself or thinking like, what could I have done differently? If I would have done this differently, or if I would have raised this child differently, or if I would have done this differently with this person, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whoever it is, okay? There's nothing that you can do. There's a saying in Al-Anon, which is for friends and families of alcoholics, but can also apply for drugs. You didn't cause it, you can't control it, and you can't cure it, okay? And this doesn't even have to be for alcohol or drugs. This can be for something completely different, okay? The hawk is coming in to give you a message. It could also be that it's time for you to look for a new home, just like I was talking about, okay? If it's not a new home, it could just be your sanctuary that you're in, okay? I feel like you're missing calm. And now I'm noticing like these two are the same color, okay? We've got similar colors here and with this die, okay? So that's great. So this is, to me, this is root chakra, sacral chakra, which is your second chakra, navel chakra sometimes it's called, and that is where codependency lies, but also manifestation, codependency, addictions, toxic relationships, overloaded emotions, because emotions lie there, and sacral chakra is water, okay? So, and then the crown chakra. And so what you want to do is really bring in this higher energy from above you and Mother Earth energy from below you, okay? Bring those two energies in like this and then start like swirling them around together, okay, in your heart center. And that is really going to give you some stability for yourself and help you feel more grounded and safe, all right? You can also study or focus on this piece of Celestite. It's an extremely calming stone, this light blue. Getting into water will be beneficial to you, purifying your energy will be beneficial to you, and also getting yourself a lilac, or you might have lilacs in your garden, okay? Let's see what the hawk says. Spirit of hawk, teach me to be observant and perceptive so that I may see the truth. Thank you, Aho. The hawk is always a messenger for me. So you are getting messages, and they could be from somebody that is on the other side as well, okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please check out Stack A if you feel called. I do feel like there are some other messages for you there. I will talk to you again soon. Bye. Hey, Stack C. I am so happy to be here for your reading, and I hope that you are excited for May and that you have an amazing month. So what we are first going to look at is your crystal. Like Stack A, you also chose citrine, but you got a piece of rough, raw citrine instead of the tumbled, okay? So this tells me that you are not afraid to get down into the nitty-gritty. You may enjoy hiking. I'm feeling like that. And citrine is really an amazing crystal for optimism, for strengthening your power, for feeling more confident, all that type of thing. And it is also really good and well known for bringing in prosperity. So let's find out what your cards say. Lily, oh, beautiful. Good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. Well, that's nice. So what this is talking to me about is making sure that you are not pulling too much of the weight of a partnership that you're in, okay? It is wonderful to give positivity and to be positive, and it's also really important that your partner is also bringing positivity in with them. If they're not, you can actually meditate with some citrine, or you may want to give them a piece of citrine. That's what I'm getting for you so far. And also, this orange lily is about letting go of financial losses or any type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Financial lack. This is like financial burdens and worries being over, at least for the month of May, okay? So that's a really great thing. Let's see what else you got, and these are from the chakra cards. Gorgeous. Okay, love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. And this is about your heart chakra. So it's very interesting that I talked about your partner. So I feel like this is a partnership reading. And it could be your romantic partner, but it can also be any other relationship you have in your life, and especially the relationship that you have with yourself, okay? So even with this and this, good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. You want to be positive to yourself, not just your partner that you're married to or in a relationship with, or your children or whoever it is. You also want to be really good and positive to yourself. And you also not only want to love in a verb way with the people in your life, you also want to show yourself love, okay? I feel like your heart chakra in the month of May is really going to be opening up. Rhodonite is a beautiful, beautiful stone. I actually just did an infographic on it yesterday. It's amazing, or maybe 2 days ago. It's awesome, and it really helps support you, and it helps to release like traumas and really heavy energies. So that's amazing. See what ways you can treasure yourself in the month of May. Let's find out. Oh, wow. Okay. So I happen to see your animal totem card. So now I know where this is going. All right. So your next card is chakra balance. And so it's about using a number of crystals. So I have found an awesome like crystal beginner set on Amazon. And I think it's like between $26 and $31. So it's awesome. It's got crystals for every chakra, and then it has other things in it depending on which characteristic you would like more of. So like if you want protection added in yours, there's one for that. And if you want something else, I can't think of what it is, there's a set for that. So I will leave a link for those below. And I would really suggest that you get yourself a beginner set of crystals if you don't have one yet. So this is talking about embracing the balance between earth and spirit. And the crystals associated with it are clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite. Hematite for me is always about deflecting negative energy. It's about protecting yourself, shielding yourself from energies around you that aren't super loving or supportive of you, okay? So you may have somebody in your life, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. You may have somebody in your life that isn't giving enough, that you're in a relationship with, that you are really, I just heard holding the bag. So you're just carrying a lot more weight, okay? And so in the month of May, it's really time for you to start putting more energy and more effort into you instead of always giving it out to these other people or this other person. And yeah, you can use hematite for deflecting that energy away from you because, nobody wants to give all of their energy to another person, right? I mean, it's like we get in these relationships, and especially if you're empathic or highly sensitive or just a nice person, if you have a conscience, like a high conscience, we can attract people who are takers, okay? And it can be really hard to say no to these types of people. So hematite will help you do that because it will deflect their energy. Clear quartz, rose quartz, of course, is a very, very loving stone, very nurturing, very loving, and it will help you to heal your heart. And then clear quartz amplifies anything that it's around. It magnifies it. It makes it stronger, okay? And it's also healing and balancing for all of the chakras. So yeah, definitely check out some crystals. I mean, that's what this is all about. And it's all about the different chakras in your body, okay? I feel like you're holding emotions and feelings and other people's energy in a number of your chakras. Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of colors here on the table. We've got a little bit of red here. We've got orange. We've got yellow. We've got green and pink. And then we've got the third eye in this dark purple. So almost everything. And then we've got purple. And then we've got the throat chakra right here. So we have all of the chakras here. So the deer is your animal spirit helper, and that's exactly what the deer is about, especially the doe. Rose quartz, self-acceptance, compassion, and gentleness, okay? So I'm hearing this is starting inside of your own mind. You may have been raised by people, or your caregivers may have been harsh or not emotionally very giving to you, okay? Or they may have been needy, and it created this situation in you where you've attracted people like that during your entire life, okay? The good thing is you are being told right now with that what you need to do is really start loving yourself, showing yourself actions, just like this card says, okay? Good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. If your partner isn't being positive to you, it's time to stop putting so much energy into that partnership, especially if you've already spoken to them about this, and start putting more of your own energy into yourself, okay? You are going to be embracing the balance between earth and spirit. I feel like you've been living on the earthly realm in somewhat of a struggle for a while, although you may not have known it until somewhat recently. Now you're being called to your spiritual awakening, and this type of reading that I'm doing right now, this reading in particular, is going to help raise you up into higher vibrations so that you can see from above what's going on in your relationships below you, and you can make healthier choices that are more in your highest and best interest, okay? And then, the citrine is about bringing more sunniness into your life. It also stands for the solar plexus chakra, and the solar plexus chakra is where you get your confidence. It's where you get your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth, and it's also where psychic people go to get their information, and we don't even realize that we're doing it, but that's where we go, okay? It's in the solar plexus. That is where the phrase trust your gut comes from, okay? That is where our psychic abilities are mainly, okay? If you're a medium, you are going all the way up to the crown or above that. So you've got the potential right here to bring in a lot of peace and harmony for yourself, as well as confidence, self-esteem, greater self-worth, and calm. That's what this Celestite piece is talking about, okay? In the month of May, call on the deer, the doe particularly, for self-acceptance, compassion, and gentleness with yourself, okay? Call on the stag if you need boundaries. The stag is a beautiful, strong, masculine energy, okay? And you can see these antlers. Those are like intuitive antlers right there. Intuitive, they're like intuitive antenna, okay? That's what antlers stand for. Divine guidance coming down to you, okay? I really hope that you have an amazing month. And like I said in stack, I think it was in stack B, what I went through is really what you're experiencing right now when you're watching this reading. It doesn't mean that the entire month of May is going to be like I was talking about originally, like really heavy with this partnership. It could be. You could be dealing with this all month, but I want you to know that if that does start to happen with you, all you need to do is start focusing on you. Start putting your energy into you. Shower yourself with your own loving energy, okay? If you're thinking about doing something nice for somebody, especially if they've taken advantage of you or they don't see who you are or your gifts, take yourself and turn yourself around and do something nice for you, okay? All right, I will leave you with that. If you need more guidance or more clarity, please feel free to book a personal reading with me. There is a link below, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.